All right, so now that I showed you guys exactly how to create a custom form in Antidote, I want to show you guys how to create scored forms in assessments in Antidote. And what this is going to give you, it's going to give you a very predictable and objective way to measure the outcomes of patient populations and campaigns and whatnot. And I think a lot of people in healthcare talk about this, but not a lot of people do a very good job. And we're going to give you a very easy to use, intuitive way on Antidote to spread this across your whole patient population. So I'm going to jump right in here and show you guys exactly how it's done. So I'm going to load a form just for the sake of time here. So I loaded an audit C here, and the title, the abstract's already rendered. We covered that in the last video. We showed you about the tags. I'm going to tie a CPT code to this one, a fake CPT code that is. And the most important thing on scored forms is you want to select the form score on, okay? And once you do that, that enables the backend of Antidote to start accumulating scores in the value section. So how this basically works is, in the last video, you saw exactly how you could create questions and answers. But the most important thing on scored forms are the values that you tether to the answers here. If you don't have specific values, integer values, the accumulator is not going to accumulate on the form score. So you want to really make sure that you have each of your answers tied to a value set that you ultimately want to score. Okay, so the audit C comprises of 3 questions. These are the 3 questions. And going back up here, it's asking for the max score. So you just take the max of each question, which is 4 plus 4 plus 4, which gives me 12. Pretty easy. All right, so now what we can do is we can break that 12 up into different ranges here. Okay, so let me add a couple ranges. So 0 to 3, we may deem it as low risk. 4 to 6, let's call that mild or medium, right? And anything, so 6 to 12, we'll categorize that as high risk there. Okay, and now what I want to do is I'm going to tie some colors to each of these breakdowns, or each cohorts, to make it appear really nicely within the application here. Okay, all right. So now we have a scored audit C. So I'm going to save that, and I'm going to publish it. Okay, so let's go on over to the patients, and let's try one out. All right, so here's a test patient. All right, great. The audit C is in our form library now. And let's do the max score of each of them, because we know that's going to be 12 here. All right, great. It looks like the audit C was rendered. Let's go on over to the Encounter Hub. And yep, we can see that the audit C here was rendered and the severity is high. And so when we double click in here, we have our scores 12. So that's how you create a scored form in Antidote.